Hello everyone. Once again, Luca is here, trying to do things. And today, as you may be able to guess from the title of the stream, we are moving on with OpenWrt. We started during last stream, kind of by mistake, I would like to say, because I finished the basic configuration for Fedora CoreOS VM way quicker than I expected, so moved on to the next thing. And quite a few things were indeed found out. And as usual, as you can see, minus the various notes, and I added the mermaid graph. Two of them actually, because as I've done previously with Terraform and Fedora CoreOS, the same kind of things happened. Fedora CoreOS and OpenWrt, that are technically speaking two things that are separate. In this case, even more than before, as there will be no virtual machine with both of them, given they are both operating systems. Something I learned last week. Anyways, the graph with related to Fedora CoreOS has been completed, I want to say, for the time being. This is the core configuration that each VM will have. Maybe I can clean it up a little bit, but it is kind of the template that I will build on when I try to configure any other virtual machine in the future. So for the control planes, for the for the workers, especially the workers related to AI, will have, for example, the pass-through of the GPU that I have. Just one example. In which case, when it will be the time, I will need to rework a little bit, add on to the template. And I was looking into things previously, before the stream, and I found that there is the possibility to have some kind of modularity with Terraform as well. I don't exactly know if it is something that I can implement with the Proxmox provider as well. It should be, but I'm not certain, so I will give it a shot when it's time. First, I will need to focus on OpenWrt, and indeed the graph for OpenWrt is very limited, because we kind of created manually a VM on Proxmox, and it kind of worked, but if I recall correctly, it didn't connect to the internet, and that is a major issue, because if it needs to be the virtual router from which I will manage all the connectivity in my house, and it doesn't connect to the internet, it's totally not working. So I need to ensure that issue is there and find out a solution. Moreover, the plan is to work also on the Terraform configuration for this kind of deployment as well. So I envision that I will have two of these VMs, possibly on two different physical nodes in my cluster, so that when I, for example, upgrade the Proxmox on one node, physical node, and maybe the VMs don't work, maybe they do, I'm not certain, I didn't check it yet, but if I need to restart the physical node, definitely it will not work. So both of them, and when one is working, the other is kind of secondary, and it can be, let's say, worked on. It can be changed, the configuration can be changed, and so on and so forth. But when the first one fails, or it is, let's say, maintenance mode, the second one will be available to serve everybody that needs to connect to the internet. So I need to figure out if this kind of configuration will be feasible and, I want to say, easily manageable. For this reason, I definitely want to use Terraform. Currently, I'm still using Terraform. I still need to look into OpenTofu as a replacement, something that I'm not sure when will happen, to be honest. Recently, I personally off-stream something that I may look into streaming in the future, maybe. I deployed through NAS on a computer, and I have been, it's been a week, I think, and I've been working on the reorganization of all my data that was spread in different computers and different hard drives and SSDs and whatever, and I'm putting them all in the NAS, and I need to reorder everything as well, of course, because I can assure you that data from 10 years ago had a way different kind of order than data I manage now. And in 10 years, maybe this will be the same kind of thing again, but we will see. So I've been focusing on that mainly, which means that off-stream work related to this cluster it wasn't the priority recently, but it will be back again to be priority. A few other things before we actually start going into things. If you check the, so if you are on YouTube and you check the description of the stream, you will find the some reference links that will be pointing you to my Codeberg repository and my Codeberg account, actually, for Terraform and Fedora CoreOS currently, eventually also for OpenWrt in the near future, I expect, but currently I didn't have anything to put, as basically there are just these notes which are not really enough. And also on the repos in the readmes, there will be there will be reference links to both the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel. So I think we can start looking into things now. So first of all, I want to connect to that VM. So let me search. Not this. this. And let me see. Perfect. Okay, we are here. So now if I ping that's not a good look, but maybe it's just google.com. Ping is there and it should be working correctly, and it's not working correctly. So I know for certain that if I ping something that is in the same network, I should be able to get there. Yes. But what was it? A pkg update. So yes, this is it. It's trying to connect. Failed to send request, operation not permitted. And operation not permitted is what? Because as I can see this, it makes me think that there is no internet connection. Which may be true or may be some other kind of issue, but given also the result of the ping command, check your network settings and connectivity. There it is. Given the ping command and this kind of error, yes, we have an issue with connectivity. I had kind of an idea related to this point because the other time when I created the VM, if I recall correctly, yes, hardware. So let me think. Okay, we have SCSI1. Okay, yes, it's the same. Where was it? Cloud init. No cloud init try found. Options. Boot order. There it is. There is a net 0 that is not enabled. So if I do this and maybe I restarted the VM. Maybe the internet connection will work. Maybe. Yeah. So, yeah, let's do it. 68, 100, and it works. Perfect. Now, www.google.com. It doesn't look good at all. And pkg update, and I expect the same kind of errors. A lot of white, UCI system, release, yeah, OpenWrt, that I may need. Oh yeah, sorry, it's 124 now. temporarily, of course. In status. Okay. Memory total available. Used. Buffered. Cached. Space. Connected. It's telling me that it is connected, but it doesn't look like it's connected. Okay, these are useful information. Oh, maybe. Okay. Nice to see this. Not this. Real-time graphs. Bandwidth. Connections. UDP, TCP, other. EGMP. I have no idea what protocol that is, but I can look it up eventually. Administration. SSH access, SSH keys, HTTPS access. Software. Install additional software. Okay, this is basically everything can be done from the UI as well, it seems, which is not exactly what I need, but it's good to know. Devices. Network device, bridge device. It's configure. Diagnostics. Yes, as you can see, even going to that, we are getting a bad address. Okay, so let's try to understand why. I don't know if I go bad address in here. If I find something. Full text results. Not good. I don't know if I can do this, but let's see. Yes. Okay, I don't have any idea if any of these could be useful. Okay. Okay, it's not what I'm looking for, to be honest. I don't know if here we have some. Don't have this issue. OpenWrt. What is it? VM address ping. Ping doesn't work. Bad address. Check your DNS. Yeah, that's fair enough. Wow. DC config. Let's see if there is something related to DNS. DCP drop here. That we set firewall. Okay, using network. RPCD system UHTTPD. Cat network. No, there is no. Yeah, I forgot about this. So cat network. And here there is nothing related to DNS. DNS mask. Okay. Maybe this is something that influences the situation. Okay, domain needed bogus priv. Filter win 2K, local square, rebind protection, rebind local host, local LAN, span lost 1, non negative cache, I guess, cache size, authoritative, release file, okay, resolve file, okay, non-wildcard, local service, EDNS, packet max, filter A, and filter A. Okay, so this may be something that is important, but why is it in the TMP folder? Maybe we will focus on troubleshooting this and that's it during this stream. I don't know. We will see. Sometimes when I think it will take a long time to troubleshoot and fix something, it takes 20 minutes. When I think it takes 10 minutes, it takes forever. So we will see. DNS mask. Okay, so I can maybe do something about this. Less. cut, maybe. Okay, so if you want everything is commented in here. Let me check if someone else went through this. Okay. So I'm not certain that I might dox myself, so give me a second that I check what's the output of this stuff. Okay, come on, ping. Some things are truly similar. Oh, others are different. Let me just check if I can show this stuff. Okay, config default. Maybe that stuff. Okay. Hmm. Okay, and back here. Let me check if I can find something. These are the default settings for the common options. Okay. Ignore one. That's not good, by the look of it. For one, I think it's correct. Let me try to find. Okay. So, and here, your WAN and LAN are in the same subnet. Change one. Okay. I'm trying to. So if I go, you see, I show network, I think. I have a loop back, I have globals, device, LAN, but there is no one. And I don't know why. Let me check which command was it. So one. Let's see. Okay, I missed completely the configuration of the ATH0. Let me see. ATH0 is there. So we have a loop back, global, then device, ports, ATH0. And I have the LAN. I'm trying to understand things, and it's not easy. Maybe the issue is a different one. No, this can be useful still. This can be there. OpenWrt VM. Let's see if I can find something useful. Yeah, let's look into this. Download. Okay. Yeah, I don't care about that. Launch, create new view. Create, move. interface. But my issue is related to the networking. And I currently have only one interface, which is a LAN interface. And I think that is the issue, because there we go. Management interface, there we go. There we go. That was my so I have only one physical Ethernet card, and this is not a great thing. There we go. So, interface. LAN interface. That is very similar to mine. So, we have interface. There is no type, but it's okay. It may be a different version, I don't know. H0, PRLAN, static, IP address, IP6, assign, and netmask. Then there is another interface that allows the connection to the internet, and I missed this one. Single physical, what was it called in here? That is physical network cards. I don't think it's possible, but maybe it is. Oh wow. Okay, it seems that I will need to get myself a second uh, network interface, network card. And that's not too much of an issue. I feared this may be something that I needed to do. Okay. me see. Okay, maybe this is useful. So let me be less white, maybe. Okay, because I can always change things in here. We were saying maybe network or firewall. Network device, net 0. Yeah, but the issue is that for me the networking doesn't work. So I can try maybe to create it from the UI, but maybe I don't need it. Add network device. Okay, I have just VMBR 0. So I need to go in here, I think, network, and create and another Linux bridge, I guess. Let me check the configuration of the current Linux bridge. Gateway bridge parts. One 168, 2, 1, no, 2, 100, 240, let's keep it 40 for the time being, slash 24, gateway 192.168.2.1. What is it? Space separated list of interfaces, for example, EMP, and for that reason I can go to the actual VM. 168.140 and go like this, I think. I don't know if it makes sense. If I create parameter failed, the photo gateway already exists. Okay, so I can ignore it. I don't understand. Create. Okay, so create. I'm not too sure if it's useful, but what I want to do is add network device. It's telling me that it is not active, so active no, start yes, start yes. Why it's not active? So it makes me think that I need to have multiple of these. So maybe I need to search, what is this? Yeah, okay, I don't need this currently. Proxmox networking Linux bridge. I have a lot to learn in the networking part. Network configuration. By network changes, naming conventions. Yeah, I need another. Maybe. Okay. But in my case, I need multiple bridges, it seems. so annoying. So in here we have some kind of AI option that I always wanted to ignore, but I'm in a situation where I don't have enough knowledge to search for everything myself. Okay, but I'm missing this. I have this. I don't have this for some reason, even though I should. So if I go in here and I go to network device, net 0, VirtIO bridge VMBR 0, it's there. But at the same time, I don't see it. Maybe it's something silly that I'm not getting, so I don't mind taking some time. That's annoying, but it's okay. Mostly a silent stream, as I'm reading a lot, trying to understand things that I don't know much about. Yes, as you can see, it seems that they are using one port for one thing and another port for another thing. As you can see, maybe you don't see, but I do. Even though in here is feasible but require careful network configuration to emulate separate WAN and LAN interfaces. Yes, I am using bridging. I want to use bridging, but I need more information. Let's see if this for Ethernet ports and 2 wireless antennas. Thank you. I have a single Ethernet port and the wireless antenna is currently not connected. I will eventually connect it. First I want to have the basic stuff working. Okay. And this is, yeah, I don't have Intel, so this thing is something I don't understand, but it's okay. And here, okay, so I may be able to give it a different name, maybe. Bridge parts. And see, they're completely different. Okay, I can do that. And no gateway. Bridge parts. Instead of, yeah, not this. Instead of mettiamo one in here. I mixed the Italian and English, I think, but anyways. Okay. And that's the issue. that means that there are two physical network cards. Yes, I need the second network card, it seems. Or can I do something different? I don't even know. Yeah, I wanted to do this stuff, basically, something like this at least. Then the Wi-Fi stuff was meant to be done in a different moment, as I've said. The thing is not exactly what's meant to happen. Yes, LXC, but I don't care about LXC. I will use it as operating system. And in here you have some information that is useful. So instead I can use maybe I can search for Proxmox networking, multiple what? Bridge with single nick. Let me see. Okay, this stuff can be interesting and useful. Software defined network, so definitely something interesting that can be useful. Zones, virtual LANs, VLAN for guest networks. Still allows for separation and fine grained control. In the end, I'm ending up not doing anything related to Terraform. It seems for real, but it's okay. Nine point something, if I recall correctly, yeah. So it's not an issue. Okay, let's go and see. ETC. Network interfaces. Yeah, it's there, so that's good enough. Okay, so it seems that I need to install it. Okay. Okay, so I can enable it. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. So I can virtualize, so I can have a single NIC, a single physical network interface. On top of it, on Proxmox, I can virtualize multiple ones and then assign them to the virtual machines as different bridges, as if there were different physical network interfaces, as far as I understood. It just is quite complex as a thing, given that I don't know much about this stuff. Okay, okay, so I don't need a simple one. I need a VLAN. Let's put the SIM. But I'm honestly quite tired, and even though this will be a short stream and I didn't do much, it seems, to the point that I have no notes up until now. Which is an odd stream. I will close it sooner rather than later tonight. As I've said, I'm pretty tired, or maybe I didn't say it. So for that reason, you understand, I'm pretty tired. Still, I have understood that maybe I can do what I want without spending any money on other interfaces. So a network card, for example. But it will be a little bit tricky because there are multiple places that need configurations that are intertwined, and if one is broken, everything will not work, so it will take some time to configure everything. But anyways, I still find it as a success. When I review the video, I will write the notes, I guess, because I don't see any I don't see any I don't have any energy to stay here and write notes right now, to be honest. But anyways, thank you all, and see you next week, usual time, on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central European Time, +1, if I recall correctly. So, thank you and bye.